Beta, you have your maths UT today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so second and third period will have UT. Then the rest of the periods will have normal classes. So bio students will be free in the second and the third period. Start reading the passage. I'm just marking you all present, taking your attendance. By the time you read the passage, beta. Indresh, will you give your maths exam today? Indresh Pal is not is there. Hmm. Indresh, can you hear me? I hope you finished reading. Read the questions.
Ma'am, this is already done.
This comprehension you did that day, Saturday. Chalo, we'll do the grammar part then. No issues. We'll do this one then. Let's do this if the first one is done.
Ma'am,
Beta.
this is also done.
Almost everything is done with you people. After your UT, I'll start with the writing section. Hmm. Let's do grammar then, because your UT is about to start. Yes, let's do grammar part. Question number 5 and 6, then we'll check the answers.
Ma'am, we have done.
Are you ready to do a writing section then, children? Write in the morning. This you have done. Question number 7. Tell me. 7th is
Yes,
done.
ma'am.
Then analyzing the graph. This also is done or not? Discussion of this graph, was it done or not, beta? Let's
Ma'am, this
analyze.
is also done.
Then the previous part, let me see. The previous paper, there are 2 papers. In the first paper, if something is left for you, otherwise I'll take up. This graph is done. This one. This is not done. I think this we did. Men and women who want to settle abroad. This we had done. This we had not done. The first one.
Yes, ma'am.
Although this is very similar to the other sample paper which I had done, Rishu Nagar, mobile phones and computers. It's quite similar, but here we have a little difference. In place of computers, it's television. We can analyze this, not difficult. Just observe this and just an oral discussion. We are not going to write anything because you've got a UT. I don't want you to get exhausted before the UT. Okay, whoever is ready to give the introduction, please raise your hand. Whoever wants to start, give the introduction of the graph. Just raise your hands. Devansh, Soni, and Anshika. Okay, just the introduction part. Start, Devansh.
Ma'am, in television from 2010 to 2014.
No, this is not the introduction. How will you start? The introduction means how will you start your passage? The initial 2-3 lines.
Ma'am, in this bar graph, it is showing that how much money is spent in two items, that is television and smartphone. And from 2010 to 2014, on television, mm, a
That's
lots
okay.
of
That's
amount.
okay. That's enough. We are just talking about the introduction. Okay. Just the
Yes, ma'am.
introduction first. Start. Okay, Soni. Very good, Devansh. Soni, now your turn.
Ma'am, it is showing the ratio of money spent on television and smartphone in $1 million in different years from 2010 to 2014.
Perfect, Beta. You people have become expert in writing introduction. Anshika, your turn.
Ma'am, the graph shows the amount of money spent on two types of electronic items, that is television and smartphones in India, in million dollars from the year 2010 to 2014.
Okay, perfect. I hope others have also heard. This is how you're going to start with your paragraph introduction. Now, another 2 3 minutes. Raise your hands. Prepare the main matter, not the conclusion, just the main part. Okay, beta? I'm marking your attendance. Indresh, will you give your mathematics exam today? That's what I was asking you. If you can hear me, answer. Join the meeting, no response. Very good. As if I'll mark present. Prepare the main discussion, beta, not the conclusion.
Ma'am, may I tell?
Beta, wait. Others also let them do. Those who finished, raise your hands, beta. So much of practice we have done, children. I don't think it should take so much of time. Hurry up. Let's see how many hands raised. Just two, Anshika and Devansh. No, no, no. This is not going to take place. No, beta. Same students gave the introduction, same are giving the details, and same will give the conclusion. What have others joined for in the class? Raise your hands, please. Now how many? Same two hands, Anshika and Devansh. Fine, then I'll mark only these students present. There's no response only, then what is the point of being in the class? There is nothing so difficult or technical which I have given you. Please raise your hands, all of you. Finish it quickly. Let me see now. Okay, Ayush Gupta, Soni Sharma, and Mansi. If these three students can do, others can also do. Come on, please. If you raise your hands, you are marked present. Let me see. Okay, Pragya has joined. Akash, Akshita, Aradhya, Ariba, Faiz, Fawaz. Hurry up, beta. 1 more minute. Start, beta. Devansh was the first one, then Anshika. Start, please.
Am I?
Yes, you raise your hand first. First you, then Anshika.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, according to it, according to the bar graph on television from 2010 to 2014, a lot of money is spent on it. But in smartphone in 2010, in 2011, and 2012, same equal money has been spent. But suddenly in 2013, about 45 million dollar has been s- spent, and in again in 2014 about 69 to 65 to 69 percent
Continue, continue. Try. Don't give
has been
exact figures. You
spent.
can get 60 to 70 like this if you get confused.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Mm, and it show also that in the country in the country like India, many people use television in comparison to smartphones. That's all, ma'am.
Okay. One by one, he's tried to describe each year. I'm again telling everybody it's no need to be very specific in such graphs because it's not a graph sheet. You'll not be able to read exactly. Okay, Anshika, second child to raise hands. Come on, start.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the graph shows that the amount of money spent on television is constantly increasing, and the people in India were more likely to buy television. And if we talk about smartphones, then in the initial years, that is 2010 to 2012, the amount of money spent was equal and same, that is $10 million, and it suddenly rose in 2013, and uh, television was constant, the sale of television was constant, but in India, smartphones were not commonly used in the initial years. That's it.
Okay, beta. Good. So one by one, each year you try to describe. Ayush Gupta, your turn now, beta. Ayush, speak, beta. Ayush Gupta, you can speak. Okay, Sony. By the time Sony, you start. Till Ayush joins us. I think there is
Yes,
some
ma'am.
problem in his mic always now. Sony, you start.
Yes, ma'am. In 2010, amount of money spent on television was about $30 million, and on a smartphone it was about $10 million. Um, from 2010 to 2014, the amount of money spent on television was increasing constantly, whereas from 2010 to 2012, money spent on smartphone were remain same, that is $10 million. But in 2013, it has increased suddenly to about $50 million, and in 2014, it was equal to television, that is $70 million.
So you have seen how nicely you people can read the graph. There is no confusion as such. Mansi, your turn, beta. Start.
Yes, ma'am. The money spent on television is almost $30 million in 2010, and it keeps on increasing. In 2011, it rose to $40 million, and constantly it keeps on increasing to $70 million in 2014. But the money spent on smartphone first is constant, that is $10 million from 2010 to 2012, and then it suddenly roses to almost $45 million in 2013, and then $70 million in 2014. Thank you.
Each one of you can interpret the graph. This is very clear. I'm very confident now. Pragya, your turn, and then Vikram, you be ready. Start, beta.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, this graph shows about how in how many years people have buy television and smartphones, and ma'am, the in year 2010 there is the more ma'am, people buy more television than the smartphones, and in 2013 the buying of people start buying comparatively more smartphones than in the year 2012, 11 and 10, and in 2014 the people start buying televisions and smartphone almost equally.
Okay. When it is coming to reading a graph, it is perfect, beta. But the past tense of buying is bought. Okay, not buyed.
Okay, ma'am,
Just be
bought, sorry.
it's excellent otherwise. Too good. Vikram, are we ready? Vikram, you raise your hand, beta. Are you ready? Mahi? Mahi, are you ready? Very good. You people have raised your hands and disappeared. Mahi, are you there? Okay. Priya? Priya Gangwar? Some problem in his network. Some problem in the network. Akshita? Priya will come to you later. There's some problem in your network. Yes, beta. Akshita? Can you do that? Akshita? Priya, when your network is fine, you can start. Uditi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta. By the time you do.
Ma'am, in the first year given 2010, the sale of television was around $30 million, while that of smartphone was $10 million. Then in 2010, the sale of smartphone was about 33.3% of that of television. Then in 2011, the sale of television rose by 33%, while that of smartphone was constant. And in 2011, the sale of television was around $40 million, and that of smartphone was $10 million. uh, and the sale of smartphone was about 25% of that of sale of television. And then in 2012, again this sale of smartphone was constant at $10 million, but the sale of television rose by 25%, and the sale of a smartphone was about 20% of that uh, of that of television. Then in 2013, there was a rapid increase in the sale of smartphone, and it rose to $50 million. And while there was a 400% increase in the sale of smartphone, while that of television rose only to 20%, and the sale of smartphone was about 83.3% of that of television. Then finally in 2014, the sale of smartphone rose to 67 around $67 million, while that of television was $70 million. The sale of smartphone was about 95.7% of that of television, and it saw an increase of 34%. And that's the sale of television saw an increase of 16.6%. In total, it could be concluded that there was a sudden rapid increase in the sale of uh, smartphones in the year 2013, while the sale of television saw a gradual increase at almost the same pace from 2010 to 2014.
Okay, she's given the conclusion as well. Just try to make a little different by focusing on the percentage calculation. Good. See, the graph is going to be the same. It depends on how you present it. That is more important. Very good. Anybody else would like to give the present this conclusion part now? Uditi has already done one conclusion. I want more people. Come on, conclusion. Tell me who would like to do. Sony, you want to do the conclusion?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, beta. Why not? Please start.
Ma'am, it concluded that, ma'am, now people are more into buying, now people are growing towards uh, buying smartphones equally to the televisions.
Okay. It's almost equal according to you. Okay, this is one
Yes, ma'am,
conclusion.
almost.
Add on more children, add on more things. Others also keep add on. Add on, beta. There are other things also which you can interpret from the graph. Like, were the television sales increasing continuously or not? What about mobile phones? So, a general conclusion can be reached like this also. Come on, who else would like to add on to the conclusion? Children, speak out.
Ma'am, the sale of television was growing constantly. Initially smartphones were not that much sold, and but it suddenly takes its growth, and uh, later on smartphones are more not more smartphones are just almost equal to the sale of television. And in India, people are more using smartphones in the later years, but initially there was no need or very much use, less use.
Okay, she's trying to add on for initial years and then the comparison gradually between smartphones and television. So this is a general conclusion. Was it mentioned that this is a figure analysis of India?
Yes, ma'am, it's mentioned
Yes,
in
ma'am.
India.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is
Yes, ma'am.
mentioned, then you can certainly add on this part as well. Anybody else would like to do the conclusion? Akshita has raised her hand but not speaking. I don't know why. Yes. Come on, come on. Who else would like to give the conclusion?
Ma'am,
Confidently done? Because in duty also you'll have to analyze one graph like this only. So now I'm
ma'am,
confident that you'll be able to do it. Beta. हाँ बेटा बोलिए start.
ma'am, in 2010 and 2011 and 2012, smartphone spend money spent is same, but in suddenly in 2013, is spend increases because the
बेटा
pupil in
general conclusion. General conclusion. ये तो when we describe the paragraph, middle part of the paragraph, we had compared the years. We need
okay,
to give
ma'am.
a general conclusion. Okay. Come on, come on. Hurry up, others also.
Ma'am, television spend money spent is increasing, but in 2013, its smartphone spend also increase.
Okay, fine. Again, but avoid being specific in years when we're writing the conclusion. Because each and every year we have described individually when we were writing the paragraph description. So when we are moving on to the last part of the paragraph, it should be a general conclusion, whatever generally we observed. Come on, anybody else? Is there any applied math student in your class? Hmm? Is there any student who's taken applied maths? Class 11th?
No, ma'am.
I'm asking. Nobody's taken applied maths in your class?
No, ma'am.
Okay, don't be confused. There will be two question papers posted separately. One is for applied maths students and one is the normal maths. So in case you have applied maths, then please attempt the applied maths part. And the other students who have normal maths will attempt the normal maths. Don't get confused in this. I just thought I'll inform you all. Nobody has applied maths in science section. No, only I think commerce section has applied maths wala part. Never mind. So tomorrow is which test now?
Chemistry.
Hmm?
Chemistry.
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 Okay. So second, third period you'll have UT. Fourth and fifth period again you're going to spend with me. Sixth period it's Danish sir. Is it okay? This will be the schedule for today. First period we already had. Second and third period you'll have your UTs. The biology students will be free. Fourth, fifth period you'll have again with me. We'll see what we can do. And then sixth period, Danish sir. This is how we are going to go ahead with our classes today. Okay. All the best for the math students. They have a test today. So, bio students are getting a day extra to study chemistry. Hmm?
They'll also get a
Yes,
day extra
ma'am.
when we'll have our biology.
Yes,
They,
ma'am.
they will get one extra day for which subject?
I think
Daniel.
for
PHE.
computer or PHE.
Okay, fine. Valuable holiday they are getting now before the chemistry exam. Entire thing. Chemistry paper also, saw it's all Google Forms. Sir must have given you instructions. Hmm? Biology students, I hope there is no confusion, children. Very clearly, I've told you what kind of a paper is going to come. So don't get confused at all. Is it clear? We're not getting a class only. Tomorrow, hopefully, we may get a class. Shukla sir is on leave today. If he comes tomorrow, then we'll be able to get a class separately for maths and bio students. Then we'll discuss more about it. Feeling confident about your UT children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Akash and Indresh. Indresh, are you there? Never heard this boy. He joins the class and I've never heard his voice. Indresh Pal now left also. Okay. No point. Ayush Gupta has a problem in his mic. That I know. There is a problem in his mic, so he'll not be able to attempt. Akshita also. Akshita, what is wrong, beta? Huh? She never speaks. Is there a problem in your mic also? Hands are always raised, but you never speak.